Dean. It's our episode before the Christmas episode, and I think it's been a really good year for the show, for the network even.
Been a crazy year, actually.
So much has happened. Obviously, just the world has been a weird year, but I mean, yeah. I think we've had a good year, and Dean, I certainly think I've been nice this year. Have you been naughty, or have you been nice this year, Dean?
100% naughty.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there. We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in the doll collection.
These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
Should we lock in the artillery power?
This is the true form of floor gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collectingweekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
And I'm Dean.
Welcome to this very special episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
Hell yeah.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Watto's Scrapyard and 1/6 Corner, for sponsoring this week's episode. Wonderful companies. They're great. The best in the biz, right?
Arguably.
We have a great show planned for you guys. I think we took a good week off with the CW Awards last week, but we're back here to report the news. There's been some cool stuff, Dean, but before we get into it, we have to kick it off with the world's favorite podcast segment.
Yeah, you ready?
Yes.
It's new this week.
Yeah. What'd you get new this week? I had a pretty slow week, but it was pretty good also. So I got the Ron Swanson Pop where it's drunk on snake juice. Manny showed it to, I think we reported it like 2 weeks ago. Manny sent me the link. I bought it and it showed up. It showed up like random. I didn't even get like a shipping notification or anything. It was just like showed up. So super stoked about that. And then I got my 1/6 scale Ghost from Modern Warfare or Call of Duty. And he's super dope. It was such a pain in the ass getting everything together. But like it looks good, dude. When it's all fucking set up, it's badass, bro. It's kind of like not my first military figure, but my first like one that's like designed to be on a figure instead of like patching it together. So yeah. It was a really interesting build. Took about like an hour just like getting all the little shit where it needs to go. But fuck, dude, it looks good, dude. I'm super happy with it.
I'm not familiar with this character at all.
He's just a badass.
Is he a good guy?
Yeah. Yeah, he's British.
Hello, Governor.
Yeah, I don't remember his real name. In fact, his real name might not even be canon anymore because they like reset the Call of Duty universe. But they brought this guy back because he is technically dead. So they brought him back for this newest game, and yeah, he's still fucking badass.
I like his mask, or I guess his face. I don't know what that is,
so in the original games, it was just like a balaclava with a mask or a skull printed on it. But this time, it's actually like a face plate, and then the bottom jaw is painted on. But yeah, it looks fucking sick, dude.
That's pretty cool. And other than like, I think Eric had some issues with the belt, but I mean, it didn't seem like you had that many issues with the assembly of the figure, right?
No, like I said, it just took a while, but if you know what you're doing, it's really easy. But there's no instructions, so you kind of just have to like figure it out, which is super annoying. But you just look at reference pictures and see like, oh, well, this goes here, and this would go this way, and it's easy once you get it going.
Yeah, definitely. For me, I had an interesting week. So we've talked about this company on, I believe, Small Talk a while ago. Loyal Subjects, Best Action, and I gotta say, I saw a handful of the figures there. They had Alphonse from Full Metal Alchemist. They had Naruto, and I think that may have been it. But I'd seen Jason Nelson had picked up a few of these, and I was kind of tempted. And I've been a fan of Cowboy Bebop for a while, and sure enough, it was on Tubi for free, so I started watching it. And I saw it at Walmart, but it was one of those things where like you thought about it, but you're like, no, I can do without it.
You talk yourself out of it. Yeah.
Went home, watched like 2 episodes of Cowboy Bebop, and I was like, yeah, I got to go back. It's a pretty neat figure. It's an interesting scale. I think it's like a 5-inch scale instead of a 6-inch scale. Pretty good articulation. It's a really interesting figure, and I think
Did you take this picture?
No, this is from like Google.
Oh.
Why?
Well, it's on a clear stand, which I thought maybe you took a picture in your cabinet. Because, like, the gun's not where it's supposed to be. Like, it's falling out. It's like, why would you release that photo?
Look, man.
So I thought maybe it was yours. But...
before the show, you texted me, like, 20 minutes before the show, and you're like, hey, can you put these things? I was like, I want to put a picture as well.
That was like an hour before, but okay.
I didn't see it till 20 minutes before, so
you saw pretty much immediately.
Well... but anyways, anyway, it's a great figure, and it's got my eyes on the figure arts.
Dude, the figure arts is dope, dude.
I think it might be a pickup.
Yeah, if it was me, I would just go and buy the figure arts. I wouldn't waste my money on this one.
Well, at the time, I didn't know the figure arts existed. I saw this store and it's like, holy shit, I've never seen a Cowboy Bebop figure ever.
You know, I would ask Buddy. I think he might still have one.
They don't. I called everywhere in town. It was awful.
Okay. Yeah, I know he had a few, but yeah, it went pretty quickly, but you can still pick it up for about retail.
Big Bad Toy Store has it for retail, but the thing is with their, I love Big Bad Toy Store, right? But boy, they take some time to ship.
They really do. It's fucking annoying.
And Amazon had it, and it was a little bit more expensive. Not significantly, but inconveniently expensive. But it will be there by Thursday of this week. So I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm curious to see this in person. You know, I don't know. But I really wanted their Alphonse and Edward. But
the Alphonse is so short.
Yeah, it's like they're the same height. And it's like, no. Not even close. Edward's like a real small guy. That's what makes the show funny, is he's so small. Mm-hmm. And then Alphonse, who's his little brother, is this gigantic suit of armor. That's the only reason I didn't pick those up. So I have no experience with this line at all. So
it is an interesting line. I believe there's some like rock musicians. There's like Gandalf. There's Napoleon Dynamite. Like, it's a ridiculously random line, and I was like, you know what, I like this character. Worst case, I think it was like 12 13 bucks. Definitely not too bad.
Spike is the man.
Let's get into the news now. Hot Toys, kicking it off with the Mandalorian Moff Gideon. This comes in at $250, releasing Q2 2022. I think that this sculpt looks really good. There's some people that are saying maybe the sideshow's better. There's some people that have some complaints about this. I think generally speaking, my main complaint would be the wire and the cape. Wired capes don't look the best, and you have to be very specific with how you pose the wired cape, especially if you're doing a dynamic pose, but even also in just a museum pose. You can't have it, standing straight up and then just have that shit all wongos in the back. So yeah. I've been on record many times as saying, for any garment, no wires, right? I can't do it with the wires. Yeah. So that's really my only complaint, but I think otherwise, I think the sculpt looks good. I think the Darksaber looks excellent. I believe in the product description, this does not light up at all. So that's going to be a thing. But $250 is not too bad. I'm not a huge fan of the character after the last bit of the last season.
Dude.
Probably a pass for me, but what do you think, Dean?
Yeah, I was like, can someone just fucking kill this dude, please? God, he was so fucking annoying. Yeah, super easy pass. I don't. This is like one of those. What's his name from Rogue One? The guy in white, Krennic.
Yeah.
I said it back then. I was like, I don't care if I know for a fact this figure is going to be worth $500. I'm not buying it. Like, to turn around and flip it. Like, I don't care that much. Mm-hmm. I will agree. It looks fantastic. If you need a fucking Moff Gideon on the shelf, go for it. I think the sculpt he's got a really long face, like real droopy eyes, and I don't think they quite nailed that. But other than that, it's fantastic. I think it's the best sculpt that we've seen. But I mean, hey,
the Hasbro Black Series sculpt is actually pretty good.
Is it? I actually have not seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's just not a character I'm interested in at all. So
it was nice to see, though, in the background of a lot of these photos, you did get to see a look at some clean stormtroopers, which haven't been released in the Mando line. And then also, of course, in this photo here on the left, you do see the Dark Troopers in the background. So there's a lot of people that are thinking we're going to get another version of the Rogue One Stormtrooper released, which is a thing. I think those are really popular. And then the Dark Trooper, which I think a lot of people would enjoy posing with other figures in their collection. So
dude, Stormtroopers,
definitely not too bad.
Stormtroopers sell. I mean, they just do. I mean, I don't think anyone can have enough Stormtroopers. You know what I mean? I have 2, and I have to fight myself to buy more every time they come out. Now, this, on the other hand,
speaking of Stormtroopers, Transport Trooper, this is obviously from, I believe it's the penultimate episode of the season, where we see Mando and Mayfield jack some armor. I think that this design looks great. I think the weathering looks really solid. You do obviously have in the background of this photo here, you do have a different variation of the paint on the Shore Trooper. So a lot of people are thinking that's coming up next. I've seen a lot of Shore Troopers going up for sale recently. Yeah. But, you know, a little bit of a bare bones figure comes with just the blaster, some hands, and the stand. A little bit of a missed opportunity maybe to give you a Mayfield head sculpt or even a Din Djarin head sculpt. But at $220 releasing Q2 2022, not a lot to complain about, to be honest. I think it's a great price. I think you're getting a pretty good figure, and you know, like we said in the last figure, you know, Hot Toys likes to sneak in little hints at what's coming next, and a different variation on the Shore Trooper could be coming up soon.
Yeah, I kind of wish on the Shore Trooper they did the one with the comma instead of the exact same Stormtrooper, just with a different color palette. I think you do the color palette and then change the lower half. Make it like an actually new figure. And then for this one, I don't like the boots, because on the Shore Trooper, the shin armor is like a whole armor, like a Stormtrooper. But on this, it's like plastic armor around a pleather boot.
Yeah.
Which looks like it's going to be fucking annoying. I could be wrong, but it looks like it's going to be a pain in the ass. I'm still going to get one. This thing's cool looking, man. A little weird. It doesn't have... I could have sworn he had armor on his forearm, and that's what got shattered. I guess I'm wrong.
Now that you mention it, but maybe that's
here. I thought it was here because
maybe that's a variation. Maybe one of the troopers had one armor and the other one had a different one. Maybe
I guess I'll have to see the episode again because I remember armor shattering.
I'm 100% sure he blocked it like this because he had been using his gauntlets like the whole season.
Right.
Very interesting, Dean. I will say fuck everyone that told me I was stupid for making a Mando head sculpt. This would be great on this figure. Hit up Watto Scrapyard. You plop this bad boy on. And I'm pretty sure he has a Mayfield also.
Yeah, he does actually.
Yeah, up next. Now, this is interesting, right? Now, Hot Toys has a pretty interesting track record where they might tease something for like a property, but if the property doesn't do well, they'll rescind it. But this is a point where they have already solicited it for pre-order. This is the Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk 2077. This one comes in at $285, releasing Q2 2022, so quite the price on this one. And it's just interesting because I remember maybe it was last year or the year before, I think they made like some Valyrian stuff that they never released. The movie I think didn't do well, and then
movie tanks.
I mean, this game has just by almost every metric had a lot of shit about it, and the fact that they're going through with it is interesting. I think Keanu, obviously iconic in the game thus far, but it does seem to have some really great accessories. You got a nice little backdrop there, tons of hands, and the likeness. I think it's okay. Not my favorite. What do you think, Dean?
Isn't this just the John Wick sculpt with hair? I saw someone put them like side by side, and it was like this same sculpt with just longer hair. I mean, it's Keanu. He's fucking awesome. I don't know anything about this character. From what I've seen, he's fucking annoying. But I mean, that's just how the character is written. It has nothing to do with Keanu. I didn't buy the game, so and I'm not going to for probably ever. I probably won't ever play this game, just to be honest. It's turned out to be a real shit show. I mean, it's cool. I mean, if you like Keanu, this is another Keanu to put on the shelf. If you like the game, I'm sure they're going to come out with other characters. The only problem is it's a character, or it's a game where you create your character.
Yeah, so everyone's V is different.
Exactly. So it's like...
And that's what I think, like, the Fallout line from 3.0 didn't do very well, because it's like, again, you could completely customize your character. So, like, when they would release a power armor version, they wouldn't really ever do it of, like, the main characters in the game. It would always be like, oh, here's the generic male, here's the generic female, here's the, you know, like, there's too much variance, right, in what you can make. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the problem with Mass Effect. Because you create your characters. Now, I always chose the base shepherd, and all the toys were that guy, right? They were just the shepherd that they market. But with the female shepherd, like, they only came out with like 2 products for her, and they're like crazy, stupid expensive. So if they do that with this line, that'd be interesting to see if, like, anybody buys the characters that they aren't, and then those prices, like, go stupid crazy. But I don't know. I mean, again, it's not a line I'm particularly interested in, but if you gotta have a Keanu, here's another one, and he's cool looking.
Not too bad. Now, this one really shook up the collecting world.
Yeah, dude.
3.0 announced a licensed Mighty Morphin Power Rangers line. They come in at $549, releasing Q3 2021. That $549 price point covers 6 figures, and you can buy them individually for $99. Just looking at them from, I was taking a deep dive on and like zooming in all these pictures. I don't really like the fit of the suits. I think they're a little too baggy, and I think the hands are a little bit too small. Yeah. But I think, you know, I can't mention that without also mentioning that the Ace Toys ones are just not super great figures. Like, they don't articulate well. They're just a bear to deal with. Like, I have 2 of them, and I'm thinking that I'm working on a deal with Eddie to pick up the other 3 from the Ace Toys that I don't have. Eric, sorry. Oh. There's all these Eddies commenting Eddie in the chat. Just throw me off. Yeah. And, you know, I'm happy to complete my set of the Ace Toys, but I think that these look pretty decent. It is interesting that, at least just in these pictures here, it looks like they don't come with the pistol expanded, unless that pistol is just a piece that can move. I know with the Ace Toys, they gave you a pistol and then a closed up one. I think that's interesting, but yeah, I mean, I think I'm not sure what you call it, the sheen on the material. I think it looks really good. I think leading with the Green Ranger was an interesting choice. I think myself, as being someone that watches the show, I think leading with the white probably would have been better. But I definitely think this does open up for the movie characters as well. I know Ace Toys hinted at that, though. At this price point, you really can't. You know, at that point, you might as well just go with licensed. I think this is interesting, and I know that Mighty Morphin is like probably the most popular, but there are a ton of fan favorite teams out there, so this could be a line they could go really deep in. Yeah. What are your thoughts, Dean?
Now, maybe you know the answer to this, and I'll answer your question in a second. But what exactly is Fig 0?
That I do not know.
Because their logo is all over the place on these figures.
It might be a new line that they're doing. I'll be honest.
Okay.
I just saw it.
I was just curious.
3-0.
Because it's marketed as like Hasbro 3.0, which I thought was odd. Because I was like, it's just their license that they're giving 3.0, so they're slapping their name on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think these are, 6 figures for under $600. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That being said, I think the Ace toys will probably side by side. I think the Ace toys are going to be nicer.
Dude, trust me when I say this. I think aesthetically they might be better, but it's weird. Like when you articulate the Ace toys, you can tell there's like a suit under the suit. And I was moving them, and you almost feel it not really like tear, but it kind of like just gives, and then like the arm will like move, but it'll fall. And it's not broken. It's just like I think maybe the tension of that undersuit was holding things together. But it's like you can't move it with the undersuit. But then if you like loosen that too much, then it becomes like they're not great figures. I'll be honest. Like Eric's giving me a really good deal, and I'm selling a figure to make that happen. But I think obviously we're saying that without having these in hand. But
yeah,
I don't think that 3.0 has a tall task to make a better figure. But I will also say on the shelf, once you do get them posed up, I mean, they can hold certain poses. I think the Star Ace, or not the Star Ace, but the Ace toys, I think they're pretty decent. I just think I'm a little concerned about the size of the hands on these ones.
Yeah, they look real small. They look like...
Yeah. And then also, like I said, just in some of the photos like of them doing poses, the suit bunched up really unnaturally. So I think it'll be interesting to see.
The suit looks like real, like... cumbersome to me. I don't know. Like the Ace toys seems almost like a real light spandex.
Yeah.
But these almost seem like a velour that's like just not
high quality, baby.
I mean, it is high quality, but just like in terms of like the figures doing cool shit, like I feel like it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Could be wrong. I'm not getting these, but I can see the appeal. I think it's fucking cool. I thought the Ace toys was cool when they came out. And they were more expensive, weren't they?
The Ace toys for the set, I think it was $650, so about $100 cheaper.
Dude, so I think this is like the company's way of saying like, for all you who bought the Ace toys, fuck y'all. You know what I mean? Like they charged you more, and we're giving you this. But I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah, I think it is a little bit of a slap in the face, right? But and admittedly, like I think when Ace Toys announced that line, we're like, there's no way 6 scale Power Rangers will never exist. And now we have choices, and choices are good. So up next, speaking of third party, the So Toys Mr. Butcher. So Toys went under. Oh yeah, third party. Dean, let's hit that. Now, So Toys did go under a bit. They kind of went like stealth mode, submarine style. They came back, and they're launching their Mr. Butcher. We've been talking about this for a while. We finally have the pre-order. This one comes in at $186, releasing Q2 2021.
Hey, look, they changed the undershirt too. Remember we were talking about the stitching being all shitty?
That they did, my friend. What do you think about this? I think the sculpt looks awful. The smiling one, I think the stern one looks pretty good. I think the LED light up baby is pretty hilarious.
Dude,
I think the accessories look great.
Fucking hilarious.
Definitely tempting.
Dude. This is an easy pickup, honestly. The smiling one, it's definitely a little creepy. It looks way better on the left over here with the shadows.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one on the right where it's holding the baby, it's a little weird looking. But I think in certain lighting, it's gonna look really good. I'm never gonna use a head sculpt anyway, but it's a nice option, right? Mm-hmm. Or even for a custom, or you want to make another one, maybe just like make them all fucking bloody or something. That'd be cool. Yeah, dude, this is great. I can't wait.
Jason says his facial hair looks really good. Also, yeah, it's definitely not bad. And I believe our sponsor, 16 Corner, is going to carry this. So I think you have to message them to set up the pre-order. I think they've taken So Toys down for a bit, but they are still able to get that ordered. Also, just announced a few hours ago, Present Toys is making Ninja Warrior from Batman Begins. Looks like there's 2 figures here. You get the Bruce Wayne and Ra's al Ghul. Very simple figures with just the mask, the swords, the hands, and the base. Typical Present Toys, very, it's very like a slim down figure. We do have an answer here. Michael Mann. It looked like it was solicited as a 2 releases, but I just grabbed the image that had both of them side by side.
Okay, because it just says Ninja Warrior. So it's like if you order Ninja Warrior, which one are you getting?
Michael Mann says Fig Zero is a Division 3-0, mostly anime and Japanese origin with some exceptions. I think the Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow are part of that line, I believe, as I understand it. Thank you, Michael, for that.
Cool. Thank you, Michael.
But yeah, I mean, we don't have a price on these yet. I think, man, I really want a Batman Begins.
Is it like Ninja Warrior Set A, Ninja Warrior Set B kind of thing?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean, they just put up this post, something saying like this will be up for pre-order soon.
Okay.
So I just wanted to grab it.
For the show.
But yeah, definitely looks good. I think I don't know. This isn't my ideal look for a Bruce Wayne in the collection, but I did enjoy this first act of the film. So this is a maybe, but it really depends. It definitely really depends.
I don't like the Nolan trilogy, and I really fucking hate Batman Begins. I know, unpopular opinion. So these are super easy pass for me. Oh my lord,
dude, these are beautiful. Dude, I love these. I think we have very different opinions on this, but Young Ridge Toys is giving an update on their Spider-Gwen head sculpt. They posted 4. I grabbed 2 of the pics here. You guys can check out the rest on their Instagram. I think that these look great, right?
The one on the right is fine.
The one on the left is fine too. She smiles like that. That's like almost exactly.
Why does she have a fucking triangle between her teeth?
She has a gap in her teeth.
Not in the shape of a pyramid. Illuminati confirmed, guys. This bitch is crazy.
I think that these look fucking great. If you think of like what is out there at the moment for third party, I mean, you have the Hunchback of Notre Dame sculpt.
You're not wrong. I know. I agree with you, but that shit looks off. The one on the right is fine. It looks just like her, but damn, that one's rough.
Let me go here. Let's do one of these. Let's do one of these. Let's do one of those. We'll hit him with one of these. She does have a little triangle on her teeth, dude. That is accurate, my guy.
I guess.
That's a fan art. That doesn't count. But yeah, she does. So yeah, that is the thing. That is accurate. But I mean, I think these sculpts look great, to be honest. I know that a few of you guys in the chat were roasting it, but I was like, dude, fucking compared to Dean, what was the company that made the Miss Stacy? Let me show you guys the alternative.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I have it. I don't remember.
That's bad. Here we go. It's real bad.
Here we go. Let's look at the alternative, right? That gap is nothing compared to this right here. So I mean,
yeah, I mean her eyes are way too far apart.
Dude, that's I'm not even gonna say it, but that's fucked. Eddie says closed mouth is great. Smiling face makes me put my pants back on. Manny says it's a gap, not a triangle.
Why are your pants down to begin with?
Yeah, she's only 14, my guy. Manny says the teeth are terrible. Manny's real into teeth. I've noticed that when we talk about the ladies, he's a big teeth guy.
And Ant-Man's toothy mouth. He doesn't like that one either.
Some people are butt mans. Some people are boob mans. My man Manny's a tooth man.
Eddie wants to know why I hate the Nolan trilogy. It's just not good. It just bores the shit out of me.
Figuarts did have a coming soon that they announced. It is hit from the Dragon Ball Super line. We've seen this coming, so that is a thing.
I don't know if I'm gonna get.
I think the Dragon Stars is just so good, and not only that, but I will say the Zamasu Dragon Stars is I think it's better than the Figuarts. I saw some reviews of both side by side. The new Figuarts Zamasu is awful.
Which Zamasu?
The green one. Not the mutant one, but the base form.
Yeah, I mean honestly, dude, there's just some characters that it's like I'm okay with just the Dragon Stars.
Yeah.
Like a Boo, I'm perfectly fine with just Boo. Hit. Because looking at this, it's not. I mean, I said it with GIdeon, where I was like, oh, the Dragon Star is going to be just as good. I mean, I was just wrong, right? A man can only admit when he was wrong.
Yeah.
I was fucking wrong. But
Yeah.
this one, like, I don't know. Like, it just doesn't. This is the only shot we've got. Maybe once I see it, I'll change my mind. But it just doesn't seem like it does that much more. Like, it still has
like 80 fucking bucks.
It still has a plastic skirt, right? Like, you
Yeah.
can't really do much. He hits a real, like, calm dude. It's not like he's...
You don't need to pose him very crazy.
Even with as a fighter, you really don't see him do a whole lot. So it's not like someone like Goku, Vegeta, or even Jiren, where you're gonna have them in these fucking crazy poses. So I don't know. I think this is an easy pass. I could be wrong. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Mando Calrissian says Dean Knight would have a problem with your Batman Begins opinion. Do you know what I have to say to Dean Knight?
Fuck it though, bro. It's your life.
Okay, to be fair, I don't like Batman
opinion,
that much
though.
to begin. Yeah,
It is an opinion, though, right?
and everybody is entitled to their own wrong opinion.
Now, Kotaku reports that
Oh,
rare
dude.
Goku's lost at sea after a major shipping accident. There was these figures, like, they're not shipped like in a box on a plane. They're shipped in these massive freight, containers.
Yeah, and they're also not fucking cheap. You know how fucking pissed off some people are gonna be? It's like, hey, your shipment's just gone.
Bro, there's thousands, probably tens of thousands of these that were lost in the ocean. And a lot of people got notifications that their figures are delayed because
movers and shakers, buy this fucking figure because
Yeah,
half
you
the
can.
badges are in the ocean. No.
Dude, that is so fucking crazy. You never hear that happen like that often, especially in collecting. But I mean, I figure at some point it's bound to happen. So Dean is right. It is definitely something that it's going to be harder to get. It might even make the market for the third party one come up a little bit. If people need to get one, they want it now. You could definitely see some moving and shaking there. But definitely check out Kotaku if you want to read the full story. But it is pretty crazy. And it'd be even crazy if you're a collector and you're at the beach one day and one of these bad boys washes ashore.
That'd be
It'd like
amazing.
a Christmas miracle.
It's like, hey, what's that little crab doing? What's in his little crab claw? It's a Goku. Hey, we're talking water scrapyard, Annie. We want to thank our friends over at Watto Scrapyard for sponsoring this week's episode. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, and eBay under that name. They make 3D printed parts for hard-to-come-by Kenner and Hasbro vehicles, as well as resin-printed head sculpts of hundreds of different characters and all kinds of cinematic universes. If you don't see a character you like on their Instagram, send them a message and they could get it designed, printed, and shipped right to your door for a reasonable fee. We also want to thank 1/6 Corner. Zach, did you know they're doing a 10 Days of Christmas sale?
I did.
Yeah, dude, from December 15th to the 25th, so right now, going on right now, every day, yeah, every day one figure on their website will be on sale. For those of you who purchased the eligible figure during the promotion, they're going to be entered to win a quarter scale gauntlet from Hot Toys, which is pretty good.
Nano Gauntlet.
Yeah, the Nano Gauntlet, sorry. Choose your figures, pay safe with PayPal, and leave the rest to 1/6 Corner, guys. Round of applause. That sounds awesome.
A bunch of guys and gals. Jenny is great over there. And they are sponsoring a special Patreon giveaway. If you want to check in on that, it's for
Patreon
we're doing a
giveaway.
giveaway to the Patreonies for the Limb Toys Arthur Morgan, and that was sponsored by 1/6 Corner.
That's amazing.
Now, Dean, Hot Toys is getting back into the biz of doing upcoming release graphics. I think these are great. I think they let people know what to expect when they have things on pre-order, and definitely can't complain with the transparency here. It looks like we have the the Spider-Man tech suit upgrade, Hellboy, the Night Monkey, Time Heist Tony Stark, in-game Captain America Mark 85 quarter scale, Homecoming / Far From Home Spider-Man, the red and blue suit, Heavy Mandalorian. I was gonna call him Ham Mandalorian, but I'm not gonna do it. And then IG-11.
Now,
quite the spread here, and there is a little bit of drama.
That's what I was
some of
about to
these
say.
figures.
Because you're like, oh, it's nice to see the transparency, but it's like, is it really?
Look, I'm gonna
is it
give
really
them,
transparent?
I'm gonna give them the good. I'm gonna give them the praise there, and then I'm gonna give them the bad, and we're about to go in on it now.
Yeah.
If you look at that Time Heist Tony, that sculpt looks a little off, and no one noticed this, right? It went under the radar until it was
so
announced.
far away.
It was so far away. Until the Mark 85 was released. This released a few days ago in Hong Kong. No word yet exactly when it's coming to Sideshow. And you look at that head sculpt there on the top, looking pretty good. And that's the head sculpt that we were solicited when people put their non-refundable deposits, when they agreed to start paying the $50 a month. That is what they were ordering. And at, Secret Base, I think the terms are way different. So you're paying, you're locking that shit in. And that's what was released. It is.
It's so goofy looking. He looks lost. Like, hello? Like, dude, like,
now,
it doesn't even look like him.
Now, let me say this, right? I think that a company like Hot Toys could learn a thing from almost every other company, right?
Right.
Hot Toys doesn't have a ton of transparency with what they're doing that often. That's why when I see an upcoming releases, I'm like, wow, this is big. This is big. I think the last time that I've seen them do something transparent, like truly like a, hey, what's going on situation. I talked about it with Optical last night, was with the Hulkbuster. It was delayed for I think it was 700-800 days. And they put out a thing like, hey, it's coming out a few months away. We're just dotting the I's and crossing the T's. It was a big post. And with this one, from the day this was up for
Gamora.
I think they may have, but I could be wrong. From the day that this was solicited 2 years ago to the day it was released, everyone was 100% sure we were getting that head sculpt there on the top. And to many people's surprise, it was a bait and switch, right?
Is this altered at all?
No. Well, this is the blogger pick, but this is just literally look at
his eyes. They look
like Alita.
Dude, now, exactly.
Looks like Stuart
this
Little.
This shit looks weird.
I did not distort this photo at all. I did not stretch it. I pretty much uploaded it to the slide. It's good to go. Now, the thing that bothers me is that this happened, and it's one thing. I've heard that the sculptor that sculpted the original left the company, and that's why they had to do a new head sculpt. But I think a little bit of transparency would have been very useful there. Now, Hot Toys and JC Hong did get enough backlash on this. So there's the one on the left, and then there's the release on the right. They did get enough backlash on this that they released a statement this morning that I had to do one of those when you just wake up and rub your eyes. Hot Toys is incredibly grateful for the love and support from our beloved fans. We are relentlessly pursuing the smallest details of the fan favorite characters from movies for the refinement of the most delicate collectible figures, including our recently released final product of the 6-scale Iron Man Mark 85 collectible figure. Capturing the most accurate facial features based on Avengers in-game theatrical release, Tony Stark's head sculpt, and the recently released final product was enriched with details. A little pat on the back there. Now we are willingly offering exchange of Tony Stark's head sculpt in the final product for fans who have received this collectible figure yet are not satisfied. For fans in Hong Kong who have received the product, please wait on the announcement for further exchange details. For fans in other regions, please stay tuned for updates, and shipment rescheduling will be expected. Dude. Now, I did hear from a Sideshow retailer when they inquired about what will happen. Sideshow will help facilitate the head sculpt exchanges for the people that order through them. They don't have to go all the way back to Hong Kong. But I will say we had some good here. We had some bad here. I'm gonna give them a pat on the back. They released a bad sculpt. They're making amends. They're gonna exchange the head sculpts. I don't know if that means they just have a bunch of Mark 47 sculpts you're gonna get, or if they're gonna remake the initial one that was solicited. At that point, it's still all up in the air. Some people were asking, do we get to pick the exact one we get? I don't think so. I think they're going to just give you one for logistical reasons, and that's what you're going to get. But I will say, I think this is pretty cool. With that being said, though, I still think it's a really shitty thing that they've done, where they've solicited something, taken money, and then at the end of the day, bait and switched it to a totally different, and in my opinion, much more inferior head sculpt.
Dude, can you go back to that picture? And then can you highlight Mark Pearson's comment, the one at 9:06 p.m.?
Let's see. Dude. Well, read the comment out loud so people listening can.
He looks like he's waiting on test results. Dude, that shit, Mark. God damn, that's funny. Holy she's like he's so worried. But dude, this sculpt, somebody said it's the eyes. It's not just the eyes though. It's
the whole proportions are sunken in, and
his cheekbones aren't prominent enough.
The hair is totally different too.
His upper lip and like mouth region is like too soft. It looks like a stunt double. You know what I mean? Like it's just close enough that you're like, oh yeah, I could see RDJ, but it's like it's not really RDJ.
The eyes are also slightly like looking in different directions, like by a few degrees.
I mean, it's like bad. You said. And a lot of people are upset. And they're like, hey, you guys are complaining too much. But it's like...
You're not. You're jumping the show. You're jumping the order of the conversation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Is this what grinds my gears is?
Yes. Now, boy, people were having some hot takes on this. Now, okay. Dean, the thing is, right, we're customers. We pay hard-earned money for these things, right?
Especially...
If they're not good,
it's pre-ordered. We've already given some money for it.
In some cases, all the money. Some people pay in full.
Yeah, it's like you showed me one thing and you're trying to pass off another thing like it's okay.
Now, I think people have to realize that this is a business transaction, right? Hot Toys isn't your friend. If you weren't paying that money, they're not sending you that figure, right? If you have a broken figure and you message Hot Toys, I've heard a lot of people say they hear nothing. It's radio silence. They are making a product and we are choosing to buy it. You know, JC Hong might be active on Instagram. He may like a collector's post here and there. I think we've liked a few of our posts. But as great of an ambassador that he is for Hot Toys, he is also someone that is definitely in the upper echelon of that company. And he's also the most public person in that company. You know, he's the one that makes the posts. And unfortunately, in this case, he was the one that took the brunt of the backlash. I've seen posts. We have this one here that says, well done. Once again, you've bullied JC Hong into deleting his posts like the utter children you are. JC does not run the company. Sure, he plays an integral part, and we're lucky to have him in the team. But give him a fucking break. If you don't like the end product, don't buy it. But don't completely bash someone who's working so hard on something. It's really, really cruel. Have some compassion and stop being greedy little bitches. Now, again... The thing is, like, if you don't like the end product, don't buy it. But many people have already bought it and paid a ton of money to have purchased it.
Yeah, these aren't cheap. These are a car payment. Especially the Iron Mans. They're really expensive. Upwards, you know, once tax, shipping, and all that shit's included, it's over $500. Easy.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't get that mentality. It's like, oh, if you don't like it, don't buy it. It's like, but I already did, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing, like, if you're ordering something like a Black Series and you want to get it and you see it at Walmart and you just, at that point, decide, you know, this isn't for me. You know, then I think it's not the same, right? But in this case, you know, and it's the same thing with the Ant-Man sculpt. We were shown the blurred version of the Ant-Man sculpt with no smile. It was released with a smile. A lot of people are hanging on to this disclaimer that says, you know, final product, you know, may change, is under approval. And that's fine, right? That is a catch-all phrase that can be used to say, okay, this was something that you could expect. But the question is it right? You know, there's a difference between something that they can do and something that's right. And I think in this case, I think it was wrong. And that's why they're trying to make it right with the collectors. Now, we saw some hot takes. Like I said, this guy says, you're what happens when everyone gets a trophy for playing Little League. This guy says, you cunts are fucking weird. Hey, only group on my Facebook that gets hung up on one thing and fucking runs with it, carrying it like fucking weirdos. You guys need a life. Though that guy is in our group. So, I don't know. This guy, Sam, says no, he's not in our group. He's in, like, a group that we're in. This guy says the crybabies won this time. But is it really crying if you've purchased a super expensive figure and they bait and switch a very crucial part? A lot of people are saying, well, I'm just going to put it in the box and I'm never going to use it. But the thing is, these head sculpts for these figures, they do contribute to the price quite significantly, especially for an A-list actor like Robert Downey Jr. Goes on to say these are first world problems. My guy, this whole hobby is a first world problem, right? I just, you know, I think it's interesting. I don't think it's great that some people were trolling JC Hong, but I think genuine feedback. I think if he's going to get upset by genuine feedback, then that's just the price you pay when you're at the top. When you're at the top, everyone's coming for you. And
yeah, we get feedback all the time.
Yeah, one time we were in the middle of a 4-hour stream, and I had a bowl of ramen and I took one bite. And the next morning I got a comment that said, "No one wants to see you stuff your fat fucking face." And you know what? I haven't eaten on stream since then. So, boom, roasted.
Yeah. Dude, Mario called me out the other day because I was in a bad mood. And I was like, you know what? He's right.
You were in a bad mood.
And I apologize. But
You did.
I will not apologize for being mean to Zach because he definitely deserves it sometimes.
It is true.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, look, I'm entitled to an opinion because I've paid for this product. But Jason makes a really good point in the comments. He says, people just need to stop pre-ordering because that's exactly what happened with Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk, the people making the game already had your money. They've released a product that wasn't ready. They're like, you know what? Fuck it. We've already made money on these fucking pigs. Here. And then people get upset when it's like, hey, what the fuck? This game doesn't even work. And then like, you rushed us. It's like, but you took my money fucking 3 years ago. And then you told me it was going to be ready. And then you kept delaying it. He's not wrong. Stop pre-ordering shit. They're already making money and this thing's not even done. This is like the fucking Razor Crest. It's like they're going to make it anyway.
I mean, it almost seemed like I heard a rumor, and I haven't seen this comment or this thing, but apparently JC Hong called a bunch of people crybabies, and
what does JC Hong do exactly?
Is he a sculptor? I think he's a sculptor, but I think he also is like oversees other sculptors. Like he's like the guy. Like
he's in charge over there.
Even though he's not the actual head of the company, he's pretty up there.
Okay.
Now, again, right?
I mean,
it's
that's not smart calling the people buying your shit
crybaby. I think the word actually was man babies, but also it's like man babies don't spend that much on a figure. So
no.
I haven't seen the screenshot. I asked people if they had it, but I guess it was a comment on the post that he deleted. But Eddie gives him an FTG, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you're paying for the product, if you aren't happy with it, you should absolutely be able to say something. I'm not getting this figure. I did not pre-order it. I kept it myself. Do I think it looks goofy? Yeah, but I'm not fucking taking to the comments, right? But
I mean, I think for us, though, we have a show where we give our feedback. I'm not buying it, but we also do have to have our thoughts.
Which is why we're talking about it right now. But we're not like attacking people in the comment. I mean, you're over here in this comment.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
But you're not attacking anybody. You're pointing out like.
I mean, I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy that people are saying like, "Oh, you're hurting his feelings," but it's
but he took our money.
They did. I don't know. I think it's interesting. And at the end of the day, complaining has worked in this case. We've seen a few times where people have complained and changes have been made. If you go back to the BVS Batman, a.k.a. Fat Man, the prototype, looked awful. We complained. They changed it. And in this case, they're changing it as well. So for better or for worse, we complained, and there's a change being made. And we're going to have to wait to see the logistics of it. I don't think they're going to open up every box and take head sculpts out. Because I think there might be some small number of people that want the original. So I think they're going to just work on exchanging those. And, some people are saying it could be a lighting thing. I don't think it's a lighting thing. It's just a totally different sculpt. And I think
friend of the show, King Zach, says that the original sculpt will be worth more. Well, she's probably right, honestly. If enough people turn in the old one for the new one, there's going to be less of the original one out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but no one's going to be buying that goofy-ass sculpt, dude.
I wouldn't. But if collecting's a fucking weird thing, right? Like, I have the original 85 with the original head sculpt. It's probably worth, $100 more than it's just the way the collecting world works. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it's like, that's some fucked up shit that would happen. But just, if you guys like the sculpt, hey, more power to you. I don't. And if you don't, well, there's options. And that's nice that they listen to us or listen to the collectors. the
I
people
think
who are
next time-
bankrolling the fucking product and keeping them at business. I'm sorry if I think the product you're giving me is less than what I value it at. Like, forgive me for keeping you in business, but not me personally, solo, but you know what I mean.
I see.
Like, what the hell? What, you calling your customers man babies? I mean, that's a quick way of fucking biting
Getting
the
some
hand
ham
that feeds
sandwiches,
you,
dude.
It's like,
Dean, I think next time Hot Toys should
Do your homework.
We'll
yeah.
see. Also released the Spider-Man Night Monkey or the Stealth Suit. I think this actually looks pretty good. I think the change-out eyes look good. A little concerned. I think the peg that goes in to change the goggles out, I think that could be fragile, but I haven't really heard any reports of it being damaged. I think this is a cool figure. I think I'm not going to spend retail on it, but if I could pick it up down the line for a little bit cheaper, it might be a pickup. So that has released. Also, the Todd McFarlane. These are the Kickstarters, right? These are shipping.
He had guessed the beginning of December on the last update. So mid-December, not too far off. So I haven't gotten any notification. Again, I don't know if we do get individual notifications. I have no idea how that works. I've never ordered anything off Kickstarter before. So this motherfucker could show up at my door tomorrow and I would have no idea it's coming. But I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully it gets here soon. I can't wait.
Yeah, I think I'm excited for you to get this, Dean. I think it's something that you've been looking forward to all year. And did you say which shipping partner they were using? Hopefully it's not USPS. It might be your 2037.
Dude, I could be wrong. I want to say DHL.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, though. I don't know if they specified. I could look it up real quick.
Yeah. Now, Sideshow did have a update to their rewards terms of service. And I'm a bit torn on it, right? So they sent out an email that says, as of January 1st, 2021, so this year, Sideshow rewards will expire 1 year from their activation. Now, if you have rewards stocked up starting on January 1st, all of those will begin a 365-day countdown to expiration. Rewards listed as pending are not active and therefore not assigned an expiration date unless they become active to use. Any rewards that expire in your account as of January 1st, 2021 will expire on January 1st, 2022. Items under $50 suggested retail price are not eligible to be purchased with rewards. However, items with a retail price of $50 or less are eligible to earn Sideshow rewards.
I'm excited. I need you to explain this to me like I'm 5.
Okay, so now they've said that this has nothing to do with the rewards that they're giving out. I don't know, some bullshit, but basically like let's say, Dean, let's say you have $100 of rewards in your account, right?
Okay.
And those rewards might be a combination of the 5% that you've gotten back from purchases, as well as the free rewards that you get from the codes, right?
Okay.
Now, starting January 1st, 2021, so next week, every reward that you earn from that day forward till the end of perpetuity will expire 1 year after they become active. So if on January 5th you get a $1 rewards code, that code will expire by January 5th, 2022, because it's been a full year since that's been in your account, right? If you get a reward on January 10th of next year, that reward will be subtracted from your account if you have not spent it. Now, this includes the free rewards, but also the rewards that you earn from purchasing. So when you purchase a $200 figure, you get 5% back. It's like $10. Those will also expire 1 year after they become eligible. So when you buy a figure, you get it. You have 30 days. You have 30 days from that day. But the thing that bothers me, like, I would be okay with it if it was only for rewards that were given for free. Because really,
not the ones I paid for.
But the ones that you pay for, that's where they kind of lose me a little bit. And that's why I'm a little torn on it. I think the items under 50, I get that because it's too easy to rack up $50 and get a free figure. With that being said, every year for the last 3 years, I've basically gotten a free figure from the rewards. I don't snack them that long. So it's hard, right? I think it does become confusing though, because if I look at my rewards wallet, maybe this year I've gotten maybe 100 codes, and each of those codes will now have an expiration date. And I think logistically that seems like a lot of information to keep track of, both for me and for Sideshow. But apparently this is the thing. This is how it is. And I don't know, man. What do you think about it?
I'm with you pretty much 100%. If it's a reward code that I was given, sure, put an expiration date on it, right? They're usually only $1 anyway, so if you have 5 or 6 and you don't use them, it's whatever. If it's a product I have paid for and I earn those rewards on the dollars I've spent, those should be mine no matter what. I paid for them. Good money too, right?
Yeah.
To get $10, you got to spend over 250 or whatever. So you shouldn't be allowed to touch those. But yeah, and again, the thing with the $50 or less, I get that too, right? Because if I'm buying a $250 figure and I get $10-15 in rewards, that's a huge chunk off of a $50 figure or whatever it is, right? A painting, art print, comic book, whatever. So I get that as well. But if I've paid money for and you're giving me rewards, you shouldn't touch them. If it's a problem, don't offer rewards then for purchasing. Does that make sense? Like if you're just gonna take it away, don't even offer it, because you're like punishing me for not using it even though I paid for it. So it's like, well, then why are you giving it to me anyway? It's because you want me to spend more money, but then I have no incentive to spend more money because you're just going to take shit away. Am I wrong? Is that a hot take?
No, I think you're right. I mean, again, right? They're so generous, right? Like I got a free Newt Scamander just from participating in their chats. I bought nothing this year. I'll take it back. I bought one figure. It was like $8 of rewards because I used rewards previously. Mm-hmm. But going from 8 to 220 without purchasing anything, like I get it. If you think about it, in 2 years I can get a premium format statue.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. But I don't know. It just seems like maybe Sideshow's a little bit less.
Honestly, it just
it's
sounds
a little
like
less appealing to order it because it's like you're paying the super high shipping. Your rewards might not be eligible when you want to use them. J-Rod says this is for all the freeloaders that hoarded all the points from the events like Spooktacular for years and never purchased anything.
I mean,
Eddie says I just started racking up points, and Rob says, is it true there's a limit of the amount of rewards you can use on one item? We heard reports of that. I've seen one screenshot, but when I asked them directly, they said that was inaccurate. And I had someone that had a bunch of rewards try it, and it let them apply as many as they wanted. So,
I mean, J-Rod's not wrong. I mean, the other day I was talking to a friend, and his reward points was like $1,500. I was like, dude, you could fucking buy almost any fucking statue you want in this fucking store. But then I don't think I'll be affected all that much because I usually make like one purchase a year. I wait till all my rewards have accumulated and then I make a purchase. Knock it down as much as I can, right? Like maybe I'll get a hot toy for like $70, $100. But like every year, I mean, how long have you been doing this show?
2018 for this run.
Okay, so it just seems like every year on the show, we talk about problems with the rewards, whether it be getting them at all the amount that we get, or waiting in fucking queues to get them, and then not even being able to put them in our account. And now this, it's like, dude, if you don't want to give us rewards, just don't. Just take it away. Just be like, hey, you know what? Financially, we can't do this anymore. At least for a while. I don't know. Maybe someone said blame COVID, Eddie. Maybe it is that big a problem, right? But I don't know. It just seems like rewards are always a fucking headache for someone.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I benefit from it. I think it's great. It doesn't really bother me. It doesn't bother me that much because, like I said, every year I make a purchase anyways.
Yeah. So do I. At least one.
So
sometimes I get like, I'm like, oh, that book looks cool. Or, hey, they have a Bring Arts figure I wanted. I'll get that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Knock $20 off, you know, if I have some sitting around. Like get a $80 figure for $60. Hell yeah, I'm happy, right? Yeah. So, like, I make, you know, 1 to 3 purchases a year. So I don't think I'm really going to be that affected by this. I could be, but maybe it's like 1 or 2 codes, right? Because like you said, if you get one on a Monday and one on a Friday, the following year on Wednesday, one of those codes will be gone. You'll still have the Friday code. So I might miss a code or 2, right?
Yeah.
But if it's a code that I've purchased, I do have a problem with that. It's like buying a gift card and be like, oh, you didn't use it fast enough, so
that is a thing. I think
we just kept the money. So I don't know if it is anymore, but it used to be. It might still be. You could be right, but it's like HEB. I don't think HEB ones go bad, but it's like, oh, you bought this $80 gift card for Olive Garden. You got it for your birthday last year. Sorry, man. Like,
they're just like, fuck it, bro. That's your life.
Yeah, fuck it though, bro. It's your life. You didn't spend it fast enough, so we kept the $80. It's like, wait, but I paid for that. Maybe not me specifically, right? It was a birthday gift, but someone paid for it. But this time it's I specifically paid for these rewards. Well, don't touch them.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. I mean, it almost seems like for example, the like they did the queue for a bit, right?
Uh-huh.
And I think it was so unpopular that they like just stopped doing the queue.
Yeah.
And you have to wonder like okay, so this year there's been, like I said, there's been so much stuff with rewards. And earlier this year they said that rewards will never expire ever. And according to them, they were like, you know, at the time that was accurate. And I understand, like, things change. But to also, like you have to wonder how long this will last. Because, I mean, if you look at their group, I mean, this was, like, the thing, right? Like, you couldn't escape, like, go in their group and you would just see, like, 100 posts of this thing. To the point that they had to start, like, closing threads and like putting everyone like, hey, just comment in this one thread. And I mean, I do feel bad because I mean, it is a lot of it. Most of the rewards they're giving out are free, and I just feel like it's so fucking stressful. Like, I mean, I get stressed for those people. Like, it's just like, I don't know, man. And so it'll definitely be interesting to see what if this actually sticks, because I mean with the queue, I mean it was like they tried it for like a few weeks and then everyone got butthurt and then it just went away. So I don't know, but it is one of those things that I can't see lasting that long, especially given how like it almost goes back to like Jason Nelson. He's like, what's the fucking point of the guarantee? It almost feels like that could be like a Seinfeld episode or something, like a meme. Like, what the fuck is the point if, you know, you're gonna say that and then go back on it? So
yeah, I mean, this could be a nothing burger, right? This could turn out in 2 months to just be taken away, redacted. You know, 6 months from now, whatever, or even a year from now, be like, oh yeah, we're just gonna go back to the way it was. That could very well happen. J-Rod says, pretty sure Sideshow saw all these posts on Facebook showing people getting free figures and bragging about it. Zach, what do you think?
I agree. I think in fact we made a video on how to maximize the rewards. Like essentially the video was like how to get a free figure every year through like it's a video in the sense like,
are you saying we did this?
Well, I did this. I always say we because I think it's rude to say I.
Hey, yeah, I'm part of the show too. I made it. Yeah,
I made
but
it.
You could say we.
Okay, I said we, and then you criticized me.
No. Actually, you didn't. I said, are you saying we did this? Like, are we responsible?
I say
we.
No. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so I made a video, and right when I made it, and it wasn't like illegal, like how it was just like, hey, like this is what a rewards.
Yeah,
code
we
is.
had
This
a
is where
lot of people asking us about rewards.
Yeah, this is where you put the code. This is how you check your balance. This is how you use your balance. Very simple video. But I was like, if I put this publicly, it will send the wrong message. We're not a big channel by any means, but you don't want like that. I don't want some asshole to post that and get a lot of traction and then Sideshow gets upset. And so I put it just for the Patreon members. Because there was a few of them that had some questions. Like, I don't understand. Like, Stephen
Yeah, I
like,
remember that conversation, and I told you, I was like, dude, you should make that video. Because you were like, I was thinking about making that, but I don't know. And I was like, dude, actually, it would help a lot of people out if you did make that video.
Yeah. Speaking of the Patreonies, Dean, let's give them some due diligence.
I see we added one.
We did.
We want to thank Ben Porter, Griffin Campbell, Sean Fear, Ian Seaby, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, Lemur Hernandez, King Louie, Mark Pearson, Daniken Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Krett, Jason Nelson, Big Ol' Fern, King Zach, Cesar Mariquin, Eddie Mendez, Eric Ruiz, Mario Cortez, Stephen Purchase, Sean Yahtzee, Scott Bradley, Jesse Contreras, Stephen Maria Stanley, Lord Voldator, and the newest member of the Patreonies, Eddie Manzanares.
What a guy.
I don't know if I said that right, Eddie. Let me know.
Guy. What an angel. What an angel. Great guys, the lot of them, guys and gals. They keep us going. They support the show. They get a bunch of swag for it. And, Dean, we're proud to announce the January Patreon benefits. Give me one of those views again. Starting with the Fuck That Guy magnet. Upside down. Fuck That Guy magnet by Collecting Weekly. We also are doing the third-party police window cling. Dean, the window cling's got such a good feedback. I was like, you know what, let's do another third-party window cling. You could stick that on the shelf with your third-party figures. Look at that, the KO with the X on it, the figure police. This sticker has it. This window cling has it all, right?
The window cling has its own stickers on it.
You can't beat that.
That's crazy.
Big shout out to Mario, Danny, and Eddie Mendez for helping us design this window cling and for giving us the idea to go with the window cling for the next option. So those will be shipping out first week of January. I know the Postal Service is a mess, so unfortunately that's the only cost-effective way to ship those. But we'll get those out, and we'll see what happens. We have 3 tiers: the $5 Sweet Angel tier, stickers sent straight to your door, and access to 47 episodes of Ox After Dark Rewind. The $15 Certified Crispy tier, the Certified Crispy certificate on your first pledge. Figure fixes with message me beforehand. We'll get those taken care of. And all the benefits of each of the previous tiers. We also have the $25 What a Guy tier, the 18x24 silhouette poster on your first pledge, doubles of all the stickers we send, and 1 sculpt a year painted by Darkside Customs.
Do you remember
and all the benefits?
Do you remember the Whataburger commercials with the old guy that narrated it?
The honey butter chicken biscuit.
Yeah. Have I ever done the voice for you? People used to make me do it. Oh, okay, because people used to make me do it in high school, and it was hilarious.
Do it right now.
You ever had the honey butter chicken biscuit sandwich from Whataburger?
Love it.
So good to make you slap your mama.
My gosh, don't do that.
Yeah.
Please don't. I think these are great
Johnny
tiers.
Cash. I eat Whataburger. Sorry.
Peeking hard. These are great tiers, and we love everyone who supports the show. We do have a mailbox, Collecting Weekly, 5886 Days Valley Road, Suite 102, box number 292, San Antonio, Texas 78249. If you want to send us anything to open up on the show, let us know. And we have our Facebook group, Collecting Weekly Auxiliary. It's a fun group. We goof, we gaff, we laugh, we meme. And
we meme hard.
Yeah, we meme hard. It's not for the faint of heart. Mario says he wants a voice.
It's not for the faint of heart.
Toy Mafia says people will buy less from Sideshow in the long run. Everyone else has points. Yeah, even local comic stores have points. So
yep,
pretty crazy. Big shout out to Eddie Mendez. He bought me this wonderful, wonderful hat. Look at that right there, Baby Yodes on the hat.
Nice.
Dude, I went to Walgreens and bought 2 Baby Yodes toys wearing a Baby Yodes hat. I was getting looks, dude.
Yeah,
I was getting looks.
You told us the story. You got judged at the register.
That's the story that's coming out. The people haven't heard it yet, Dean. That's the Christmas episode.
Yeah. Well, you have something to look forward to. It's a good story.
Yeah. So we'll talk scheduling
Eddie,
shortly.
I was Secret Santa for Eddie, and he got his stuff. But
Have
he's
you gotten your gift yet?
Yeah, I was like the first one to get my gift.
Oh yeah, I was actually really sad that you hadn't gotten your gift yet. But yeah, you were you were actually the first.
Yeah, I was the first. It took me a while to get Eddie's, but he's gonna wait until Christmas to open it. So
what a guy, what an angel.
Yeah, I know. I was too excited. I was like, I'm fucking tearing this shit open.
We have a bunch of great shows on the network. Collecting Weekly is what you're listening to now. Collecting Rarities, their new episode should be uploading very soon. Auction, we're doing an auction probably January or February, just depending on how things go. Small Talk, their uploaded is going up live on Thursday. They're also doing a backlog that they've pre-recorded an interview that's going live on New Year's Day. Only Fools in Collecting, they're just killing it this year, and I can't wait to see what they do. Small Talk, I just posted Dylan's edit today, I believe. And he did a good job. We ran through some editing stuff, showed him the way of the world. And Collecting Comics, they're recording an episode, I think, this week or next week, and that'll be in January that it's released. After Dark, we are doing After Dark tomorrow and Wednesday of next week. And Creeps R Us should be back next year, going strong. But as far as CW goes, we have this show, obviously, today. It's uploading right when we're done. And then on Christmas, we're uploading the Christmas episode. We sat down with a bunch of our Patreonies, and we recorded a 2-hour Christmas special. And then, Dean, when you couldn't get enough of that, on next Tuesday, which is when we would do our normal show, we're not doing the normal show, but we are going to do we have a pre-recorded, it's like a live thing that will go up on Tuesday, and that will be the Best of the Year highlights show. Which is like all the funniest moments, not just funny, but like the moments of the year, and that's gonna be on Tuesday, so it's definitely gonna be pretty good.
And you know what the following Tuesday is?
Your birthday.
Yeah, dude.
Is it really? I was just totally bullshitting that. Wow.
Yeah, January 5th is
Nailed
my birthday.
it, dude.
Two Tuesdays from now, so make sure you send your gifts to the P.O. box.
Well,
what the hell?
Why do you get gifts? I didn't get gifts for my birthday.
Well, you didn't announce it. Now we got the P.O. box this year. So when it's your birthday this year.
If anyone wants to send me a Christmas gift, we have the P.O. box. Holla at your boy.
Don't worry about Secret Santa gifts.
Yeah, but I could get more than one gift. I am like me, so, Friends of the show, 6 Scale Scavengers, Brian, Chris, TC, great guys, Optical 20. I was watching his stream.
He was in the chat earlier.
Yeah, what a guy. We also have PJ the Paradox Nerd, Road 16, King, Zachary, V, and Third Party Reviews. Bunch of great guys. Love what they put out.
Hell yeah.
Bunch of angels. Dean, what are you getting for Christmas this year? Do you know what you're getting this year?
I got a truck, so I'm probably really not going to get anything else, which I'm fine with, right?
That's a good gift, right? That's the gift
honestly,
that keeps on giving.
Dude, I still find it hard to believe that it's mine. Like when it's parked and I'm walking over to it, I'm like, God, this thing is so beautiful. Like it's mine. Like it's mine. I could do whatever I want with it. It's so cool. I absolutely love it. So I'm still on cloud. I probably will be literally forever. Because I love my old truck too. So.
And you still have the old truck, right?
Yeah, we're should be back on the road pretty soon. So.
What do you have to do to it still?
Just finish crossing the I's and dotting the T's, and that's good to go.
Hell yeah, my guy. Well, congratulations on that. I'm
Thanks.
I don't know. It's been a good year for me, so we'll see what Santa brings. I know my daughter's really excited for Christmas this year. It's like the first year that she gets it, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, she got it last year, but, yeah, you know.
The older you get, the more clear it is.
Exactly. So she's been doing the thing where you, like, what is it called? Like the Advent calendar where you eat the chocolates. And, yeah, she's been just having a joy of a time with that. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, we're just right now. I'm just scheduling the Christmas episode before I forget, and the New Year's episode. So those will be up pretty soon, and hopefully you guys enjoy them. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. We had a great chat. Tons of new people here from Optical Stream. So big shout out to Optical for allowing us to be on the stream yesterday. Last minute, we have one up 6 scale. Louis says, how late am I? Eddie says, super late. Sean says, yeah, me too. Toy Mafia says he has Luke. And Mando says, unless it's a Chevy truck, just ask Zebra Corner if you've seen his videos. I have no idea what that is.
It's not a Chevy. It's a Ford. So,
anyways,
Ford
guys.
F-15000. Wait.
Yes.
Oh, wait, when are we doing After Dark? Tomorrow?
Yes.
So other than After Dark, this is the last show of 2020. It's the last time
we're doing After Dark next Wednesday too.
Well, I meant like the main show, because next week
this is the last main show of 2020.
Yeah. So, well, if you're not gonna watch After Dark, we'll see you guys in 2021.
Well, if you're not gonna watch After Dark, don't come back, because honestly,
no, don't do that. We have a lot of listeners around the world.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyways, guys, I'm Zach.
I'm Dean.
We'll catch you on the next episode.
Bye.